All right, I think we're started. Just double check that the stream's starting. Make sure it's going. So I haven't been on here for about a week, so which is my fault. I should be on here a bit more regularly. Normally, I don't think today is my normal allocated date, but who cares? Got that one going. Let's get the other one going too, which is the very bottom one. Should get rid of that one. This one now I should get rid of. Anyway, guys, welcome back. So I hope you guys all having a good day. So yeah, welcome back. It's been about a week since I've been on here last, as you probably can tell. Things have been a bit crazy, a little bit busy, a bit just busy. Basically, busy being the shortest way of saying it. So as you guys may or may not know, Mum was in hospital for about 2 weeks. She got out for like a day and a half, and she had to go back. She was in there for about 5 days, maybe 6 days again, and then came home. She hasn't been back since. But she's not really capable. At the time when she came back, she wasn't really capable of doing too much. At the moment, she's doing better. She can move around and all that, so that's definitely making my life a little easier. But I'm still doing most of the stuff around here, which is fine. I'm not complaining about it. I just want to give you guys a heads up why I haven't been able to stream or make some mini videos. I've started getting back to my gameplay videos on my other two channels. I just haven't had time to come back on this channel. Now, that is not a problem because things have improved dramatically, so I should be able to start getting back onto here. We probably will see some things change on the channels as they go, new features and stuff like that, widgets and all that kind of crap. Things, yeah. So that's all I really wanted to do. Just wanted to explain what's going on. As I said, she's been sick, and because I've been running to the hospital so many times, and I don't have a car, so I've got to catch public transport. And we all know how slow public transport is. So yeah, that's all it is, guys. I still haven't had a chance to clean this room up though. Unfortunately, this room's getting into my crosshairs. It's starting to get really dirty. It's just things all over the place, like a teenager room. The problem with this room is this is the thing. This room does more than just a bedroom. As you can probably see my bed behind me, that's never made. Mind you, it does get made. I don't motivate myself to do it first thing in the morning like I should. And the big part of the issue is my goddamn phone, which is getting charged again. See, my phone takes like 3 hours to charge because its USB ports had it. The phone doesn't last for a few hours at most, and I use it a lot, so it dies really quickly. That it's just an issue. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. So that's a big part of the reason the bed never gets done, which is unfortunate on my part. Hello, hello, dude. What's going on? What's that, Penta? How you doing, dude? I've probably got your name wrong. I'm terrible with names. So yeah, I'm just explaining what's going on, why I haven't been on for a number of days, and why I haven't put any videos on this channel for days. Hello, duct tape. That one I can breed. That's a good name. I like it, duct tape. Now I got myself lost. God damn it. I'm gonna stop. Also, got to cut down the cursing a little bit, guys, because I noticed I curse a lot too much. And I was watching one of my other videos from a few days ago. I think it was a Minecraft one, and I noticed I swear way too much. Just way too much. YouTube won't like that. YouTube doesn't like when you swear all the time. So yeah, I noticed cursing needs to be put on the thing back end. So it's gonna be fun trying to get that out of the way. Anyway, as I said, like I said, guys, Mum's got out of hospital. She ended up going back to hospital. Now she's out of hospital for the second time. She's good now. She's in the kitchen and lunch room. Passed out on the couch. Now, don't worry, it's not a fatal pass out or anything like that. It's just asleep. It's the medicine. The medicine knock her out. They'll knock her out for hours. I don't tend to have that issue because I'm not her age, and yeah. Oh, dude, what's good? You okay? I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, that's what's going on now, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, everything seems to be running smoothly. I'm hoping nothing else comes up. She has a billion appointments, so you may hear the phone go off a few times. May not hear the phone go off at all. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about this part of the video or part of the stream. It's only a few minutes because it's just basically what's happening with her. So now she's well. I've got things I want to start doing. Obviously the streams. I'm still trying to work out the schedule ish. I know it mostly. It's just not 100%. I don't even know this video and stream I'm doing now is under the schedule. I think I just did this because I haven't done it for a while. After this one, I plan to do go on my Let's Play channel and play something like Lord of the Rings Online or something to put some videos out from that game. I wish I could put videos out from the main the LP itself, the Let's Plays I do on there, but because I do streams on that pretty much every day, it's next to impossible to do that kind of stuff. So I generally do 2 other streams. That's once Lord of the Rings or WoW or one of those type MMOs. And the other one's me just catching up on achievements and stuff like that. So they're ones that much easier to do because I can just do one stream a week on them. If I do them in one day, it works fine. It works fantastic. The Minecraft stuff is working perfectly. I'm very happy with myself. You. Okay. So everything's working out perfectly. I'm happy with where we are. Now I'm gonna watch a few things because I've missed out on a few gaming stuff. I've noticed there was some a lot of weird things going on. One was about the Xbox, the other one's about PlayStation. I mean, what is going on in this world? So yeah, let's get started on that. Right, let's get the scenes ready to go, guys, and get ready to go. Put you over there. Alright, guys, let's go. First, I've got to put you there, and as usual, my camera is never loaded. I don't know what is it with OBS. It won't load my camera unless I manually do it. But yeah, if I do the vertical stuff, it works perfectly. Only there it doesn't work. Yeah, see, now we've got it perfectly. Now we can move you out the way. Shoot back over here. We got the right screen up here. Is it turned down? Oh, goodness gracious. Guys, how is there so many people at the sudden? I checked it like 2 seconds ago. There was like a handful. Now there's a heap more. Is that milk? No, it's protein drink. Jeez, you're real. I think it might be. Oh, God. All right, let me get closer to it. Yeah. How's that? Yeah, that's about right. So that's better, guys. My face, it's near my face now. It's not right there, but I might have to turn it up a little bit. All right, how we go now? It should be all right. Yeah, sometimes when I move the microphone around, the little knob at the front gets knocked, and it's just changes. So it just goes up. Sometimes it goes down. I should check it every single time I stream. So yeah, let's get back to it. Let's get going. I want to watch a few things because I've got nothing else to do for the next hour or two, give and take. Let's grab this. Oh yeah, this is Munira, some ordinary gamer. He was talking about Windows, I think. So this was something I was interested in because it's more tech news type of stuff. So when I do these are more related to gaming, tech, and that type of stuff. Not so much political. There are going to be new stuff, obviously, but yeah, I'm going to keep the things I'm more interested in. That work for me and the channel. So yeah, let's get started. Let's see what he's got to say. Make sure the the earphones are working, which are not. Of course, they're not. They never do. All right, guys. I hope it's okay now.
Guys and gals, me Mutahar, and boy oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some desperation.
All right, let's just speed it up a little bit.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've made a lot of videos talking about how terrible Microsoft has kind of become with their Windows stuff.
Yes, Microsoft. I think it's time for the Microsoft bashing.
Quest to shove Copilot into every single thing that we can imagine. But there's apparently the secret Windows K2 project that is not so much of a secret anymore. It's sort of this whole, we've screwed up, competition is hitting us where it hurts, and now we got to fix up everything. I love competition because anytime you have companies competing against each other, they will always, keep each other on the level, all right? If Microsoft never had good
Yeah, I think he's right there. There was no competition. Microsoft would be, doing what they did back in the late 1990s, where they basically ruled the world, basically. I mean, Apple was nearly bankrupt back in, like, 97. Like, Apple was almost gone. That's how bad it was back then. Apple was almost non-existent. Windows had like what 90% market share or some shit. But I think the rest of it was mostly Apple and a little bit of Linux and Linux systems. It's very different now. Obviously, there's more Linux and Linux systems out there now. Plus, Apple obviously being much more popular than they are now. So yeah. Also, let's get the recording done because I forgot to push the recording button.
Competition, they would just continuously become shittier. Because really, what other option do you have? Now, I've been a guy that's been on Linux for the better part of probably 6, maybe 7+ years. You know, on my channel, like you basically have not seen me diddle around with the Windows nonsense, but I understand why people are stuck there. Okay, probably need to use, you know, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, maybe like a special application. Muda, I can't leave Windows because I'm still playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, I do get where a lot of people say that. I'm on Windows too, guys. I'm not going to go to Linux or Linux. Even though they're really good now, I'm not going to do it. But there's a B. I might do like a operating system thing. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something like that because I do want to do some more like computer stuff here, not just gaming. I mean, gaming's a big part of it, but my specialness is actually I used to do like a lot of computer repairs and all that kind of stuff, and I want to start getting back to it. I want to get like an area sorted out so I can do it. But yeah, let me know, guys. What do you guys think? Let's get back to it.
Or Grand Theft Auto Online, or Fortnite, God forbid. But thankfully, even in one of those cases, the Linux community, ladies and gentlemen, can in fact have at least Fortnite working underneath Linux. I don't know why you'd want to play this headache, but it's there. Now, what the fuck
Yeah.
is Windows K2? So apparently, Windows K2 is where internally it seems like Microsoft decided enough of people coming into our Discord and cyberbullying us. Bullying fucking works, I guess, in this case. Where they want to basically fix up the performance, the craft, and the reliability of Microsoft Windows. So I guess it's time to like dig a little deeper into this and see exactly what was kind of going on.
Yeah, I want to know
And
what they're
one
doing.
of the
Actually,
big
I'm kind of
things that
curious.
Microsoft was kind of talking about in this case.
I mean, I don't
was
mind
basically that
some
obviously
ordinary
their
gamer. He's not too
applications were
bad.
actually
Just some
starting
of
to
the
get
stuff I
better.
don't agree with,
For
but
instance, one of the things
a
that
few other
may
people
not
I don't
know
agree
so
with.
much about Microsoft Windows or really any application in general is that a lot of apps, specifically stuff on Microsoft, and this also happens on Mac and Windows or Linux, but generally speaking, look at this app called WhatsApp. You might be like, whoa, it's just a messaging application, Muda. How much RAM should a fucking messaging application
A
need?
few megabytes,
Now, the
maybe,
answer
maybe
was
20.
605 megabytes in total, my friend.
I can't ask. I've got to ask so many questions. How is it using 600 megabytes? It's freaking just WhatsApp. To be honest, I didn't even know WhatsApp you can run on PC, to be honest. Oh, wait a minute. I just said he doesn't use Windows and he's using Windows. Obviously, he's using it to prove a point, though. That's the difference, I'm guessing. But still. Yeah, it's a bit odd, but whatever. Let's keep going.
You are
What?
a brilliant Nostradamus Microsoft developer because no application should take nearly above half a gigabyte when you're just sending messages and photos back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Now, why the fuck would WhatsApp consume so much? Well, it's because WhatsApp is actually a web view to application. It's actually an
Oh,
application
that's why.
you know, basically an internet browser, a Chrome process that's wrapped inside of a regular application.
Yeah, I hate this thing. When I first heard of it, I thought it was a good idea because it will give it developers maybe a reason to develop, maybe, get some ideas, but it doesn't really work because it just uses up so much memory, and I think it uses a bit of CPU and internet as well, so I think Microsoft should just yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do this because Microsoft Store doesn't have a ton of things in there. It's not like the app, like the Android store or the Apple Store, which they have a lot of good stuff in there. Windows, not so much because I think they've done it poorly in the Windows 8 era. They screwed up. And I'm a Windows person, so I'm always going to be up to that, but yeah.
So when you fire up WhatsApp and by extension a whole bunch of other applications, you're just opening new instances of Chrome. For instance, Discord is one of those applications that a lot of people pretty much love to use. It's one of the most beloved applications, and if you're using
Bullshit.
it on
No, I'm checking this out. It says Discord. Okay, I'm going to check this out myself. Let's go and look into it. Okay, let's see Discord. Let's have a look. That's Discord. Discord's there. It says 460 megs. Not bad. Not great. Look how much memory I'm using. Guys, I think I need more memory. I don't even know how much memory this computer's got. Let me check. remember how to get there through the new Windows. I don't even know how to use the new Windows because I never really looked into it. I think it's here. Graphics card installed. Oh my god, I got 16 gigabytes. Oh, good. Doesn't have my name on it. So yeah, guys, there it is. I got 16 gigabytes installed. I gotta get more. My graphics card is a 6 gigabyte one, even though it's only an Nvidia 1060. I got a good, decent hard drive. The CPU's a bit outdated, a little fair bit actually. Probably needs to be replaced at some point. But yeah, okay. So yeah, there's a lot of memory though. I mean, even what else is? Oh my god! Oh my god! Chrome, guys, can you look at this? Chrome is killing me. Edge is just as bad. Oh my god, Chrome. I mean, OBS is using a little bit too, but it's obviously doing a few things, so I'm not too mad about OBS using it. Task Manager uses 70 megabytes. Beautiful. Wavelength uses 33. It's not too bad. I can live it up. Windows? Wait a minute. Windows Explorer itself uses 88. Shouldn't that not even be on there? Because it's not technically an app. It's an app, but it's not an app. It's a part of the Windows thing, so it shouldn't even be there. Task Manager's using 70. But these two motherfuckers, look at them. They're killing me. Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge are using about 3.8. That's a lot of memory, huh? What's the worst? What's the most used? Yeah, those two, obviously. Everything else is around me. I've got to clean some of this up because there is a lot of stuff on here I don't really need. Some of my stuff I do use. Oh, yeah, a lot of this stuff I don't use. No, look at this. Even Xbox box. I got 2 instances open and it's only using 7 megabytes. That's not. That should how it should be. I hate when they put like server stuff on here and apps on here. They should have an option where you can turn one off and one or the other one on. That's stupid how they got it like that. Yeah, so background processes. Background process should have a number here saying it should have something here saying it should have like up here one for the apps and then just under it background processor so I know exactly how much I'm using. But I can't believe Chrome. And I don't even know. I think Chrome's only got 3 tabs open. Let me check. Let me have a look, guys. I'm gonna have a look how much Chrome's got actual running in the background. We've got this video running, which you can see. Find Chrome. Then you go into here. Yeah, I've got 3 tabs. I got 2 tabs on one browser, one instance of Chrome, and I got 1 tab for another instance of Chrome. So that's using a shitload of resources. Now, Edge, on the other hand, I have a lot more. Like Edge, I've got like this one. Then I got that one with a lot more tabs, and then I got this one that's got like 20 tabs. So I'm not too mad about Edge using a bit. I mean, I'm mad, but not mad. I'm trying to find out where my task manager went to. There it is. But that is just that is unacceptable, guys. I didn't know. I didn't know how much I was using. Oh God, I feel like I should know this stuff.
Well, you're probably just using an Electron application that is basically just a Chrome browser wrapped into a program. So yeah, it makes it so that it's very inefficient. And a lot of this kind of happens because,
Yep.
there was a period where back in the day when you were growing up, one of the computers that I had was like, the hard drive on it was like 15 gigabytes. You know what I mean? Like I had 15 gigabytes.
Man, guys, now he's getting a bit more to my level. When I got my first modern PC, and it wasn't even modern, it was a few number of years old. So I think it was around about 98 I got my first PC. Or 97, something. No, yeah, it might be around about that. But the PC I had was a Windows 95, so it was a few years old. And it was a very bad Windows 95. And it only had like 2 gigabytes of hard drive space. Had the whole CD drive in it, had a floppy disk drive. It even had the big floppy disk in it too. And it was like 166 megahertz, sorry. I'm saying gigahertz. 166 megahertz. It was an Intel Pentium 1. I think it was the higher end of the Intel Pentiums. But yeah. Let me have a look. I don't remember. I'm gonna have a look for you guys because I feel motivated. Let me have a look. I don't know why I'm putting gig. Okay, Intel, Pentium, 1. There it is. I think that's the one I had. Right there. Yeah, there it is. This is the one. So this is the one I had, guys. I'd say I remember the majority of it. I don't know how. It's funny. I remember this, but I won't remember when if people borrow money off me. It's weird. I gotta start writing things down so I don't forget. I'm gonna start doing that more than ever now too, by the way, because I've got this terrible memory. Key features and specifications released here 1997. Yeah. Socket 7 performance. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it would have been running. Yeah. As I said, guys, it was Windows 95, so wasn't the greatest CPU in the world, but hey, I don't know the exact model number because it was when I first started getting the PC. So, and I would have been, let's see, I said 97, right? So it would have been like 12. Yeah, I would have been a little shit. Let's get back to it.
On the family computer, and that's the whole storage we had. You know, on that whole hard drive, you had to put your operating system, you had to put all your documents, all the cache, maybe a game or two. You know, back then when games were like hundreds of megabytes. Now, good luck trying to download a patch for a video game and it being somehow less than 15 gigabytes if it's like a AAA game release. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Times have blown up. And, you know, for a period of time when you started to get like 8 gigs of RAM into your system, 16 gigs of RAM into your system, and you were like, shit, I'm on cloud 9. A lot of these applications sort of ballooned in. And
Yeah, because inefficient. He is completely right. It's inefficient. No one cares because memory and all that is so cheap. Well, I should say was cheap. I'll rephrase that. But people just didn't optimize. That's what it is. People just don't optimize no more. That's where they should be doing it.
Applications that kind of did the same stuff we had seen before are now consuming vast amount of resources than they originally did. But anyways, Microsoft is like, listen, we're fucking done with the bullying. Everything is going to be native. We're going to be building applications that run natively, not in a web browser. And obviously what this means is the system will become...
Oh, right. That's definitely much better. Already, it's a thing. It should be native to begin with, to be honest. I don't know why they did it through a web browser. But okay, it's a first start. It's just a start.
less bloated, the system will become more optimized, and, you know, generally speaking, Windows should, in theory, run a little bit better than at least what it's doing right now. People can stop saying that it's as much of a resource hog as it actually still is, which ultimately, look, if bullying is what it took to get here, then I'm 100% on the side of Windows K2, whatever the fuck that's going to end up being. You know, at this point, just say fuck Windows 11. That was an experiment that, in my opinion, kind of failed. Just give us a revamped, renewed Windows 12. If it's
if they do that, that'll be fantastic.
Actually really good, bro. I might even ditch Linux and go back. Okay, I might even actually.
Yeah, I use Windows for a reason, guys. A lot of my games and shit run on it, and I don't want to muck around with Linux. So that's why I use Windows. It may not be the best excuse, but hey, it's the one I'm going with. It's just, yeah, easy to deal with.
Ironically, quit the fucking quit the Linux dick sucking over here.
Oh god.
So one of ways that this can kind of happen, obviously, is Microsoft can go and actually contribute more to the WinUI 3 stuff, where again, the idea of not using a web browser and actually relying mostly on really well optimized applications can really turn the favor around. Look, as much of a Linux lover as I am, the reality of it is a lot of this stuff is important for Microsoft because Windows is kind of their brand, right? Like, this is a huge, huge deal. In fact, most of the world runs on Microsoft Windows, even if governments are slowly cutting the cord because
he's right.
Mostly for safety and privacy reasons, a lot of the users in the world will always use Windows.
Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna go and get a cap so I can put my drink in it. I'll let the video go on. I'll be back in about a minute. It might take me long to get what I want.
You know, if you want to escape this sort of status quo that we live in. A lot of us use Windows because that's where most of our games sort of started, that's where most of our applications sort of started, and it is by definition mostly compatible, if not 100% compatible, with everything that we used. As much as I love things like Linux, there's a litany of video games and litany of software that just will not work, unless, of course, you know, either the developers for that piece of software decide to write Linux versions, which, given the market share for Linux, probably never going to happen. If it's not happening for the guys over at Mac, it's probably never going to happen for us over at the Penguin. So really, the only reason Linux is kind of used in the manner that it is because Valve and a lot of other companies have found
Yeah, I
ways
wasn't
to
sure if
translate the Windows experience or the software over to Linux and make it look almost seamless. Of course, a lot of your favorite Linux or Windows games will run through Proton on a Steam Deck, but when you're looking at games where the functionality comes into playing something online, that's where the roadblocks hit. But I'll say something else too. One of the biggest issues for even something like Linux is modding video games. Now, you can mod video games, Windows video games underneath Linux, but typically that does require you to be a lot more understanding of, technical things like DLL overrides and, where files are sort of to be placed, how to deal with things like wine prefixes.
Yep.
There's a lot more of a technical understanding when it comes to something as simple where on Windows where, you just drag and drop files in most cases and launch executables, right? There is a big gap when it comes. And again, as somebody that loves to promote the Penguin, I feel like it's always smart to be realistic about the situation. Everybody that wants to play video games or use their computer is not looking to figure out how to write code, compile applications, figure out how to make something work when on the Windows side it's as simple as always just double clicking an application, right? So these are things to kind of focus on going forward. Now the other big thing about Windows K2 that again is this big plan from Microsoft is they want to get rid of a lot of that AI stuff that people absolutely despise.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a pretty important thing as well too. A lot of us on the internet side of things absolutely despise the fact that Microsoft has bloated the operating system with so much AI stuff. Where every single click that you go through, you're always told that something like Copilot exists, or now entirely on our system, for applications as benign as the fucking Notepad, seeing that Copilot logo is just the biggest that you can ever see. And that is something that, I'm glad that Microsoft's kind of pulling back. I don't think the AI stuff will ever go away. As much as Microsoft will say it, I think they've spent so much money on it that it's difficult for them to absolutely write it off as this big.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get rid of it. I think AI has its place, but not for everything.
A lot of people that say they absolutely despise artificial intelligence, the numbers are not exactly reflective of it. People do use things like ChatGPT. They do use tools like Gemini. There are still people that use shit like Microsoft Copilot, right?
Yeah.
The amount of emails that I've read in the last 2 years that I can immediately when I see the M dashes or certain sentence structures, I just know that a human being didn't fucking write this. An actual artificial intelligence did. And that's just par for the course these days. A lot of people just write a prompt, they shit out this email, they send it over, and that kind of stuff is permeating and percolating through so many different aspects of
yeah, definitely right. I mean, I can't disagree.
A very loud minority of people that scream we hate artificial intelligence and Copilot.
I don't hate it. I think it has its place.
I can imagine that a lot of people that are using their MacBooks, they're probably fucking around with things like Apple Intelligence. And I, as much as I hate to say this, I'm sure that there's definitely people that press the Copilot button on their keyboard, type in a prompt, and they're like, "Whoa, look what the computer did for me there." So I can imagine that, realistically speaking, it's probably used by a fair bit of people. Even though a lot of us on the internet rightfully hate it for bloating up the fuck out of our systems. I think for a lot of us,
yeah, it needs to be a balance.
At the end of the day, prefer something that is very, 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 very bare metal, very clean, very efficient. Because really, at the end of the day, we want our games to work as fast as they can. We want our systems to work as happy as they can.
You don't want them crashing and all that, running out of memory.
For this to even work, and I think for Windows K2 to work, a lot of Microsoft's efforts are going to have to go towards seeing why the community is debloating their systems. Maybe look at metric-wise what people are fucking cutting out of your system, right? If you can nail that, I actually think that some people may consider going back to Microsoft if they can prove that they've cleaned up their stuff.
Yeah, I think what they need,
one of the coolest things,
I think there needs to be a minimal option. So when you install Windows, they should just install the bare bones Windows. Everything, maybe Edge, Notepad and all those little things, but not the extra stuff. Like a OneDrive and all that kind of stuff. The things the computer really needs. And people may need, like Notepad. Obviously, you need internet browser to store. Things like that. That should be essential, but yeah, it's really hard for me to say. Considering I haven't been in this community for a while, so I'm still a bit, it's going to take me a while to catch up.
That they kind of did was in order to compete with the Steam Deck, right? In order to compete with these handheld gaming computers.
Oh, it's got to be hard.
They released the Xbox mode for everyone. So every Windows 11 user can now finally fire up this Xbox application, which sort of gives you a full screen control. Up until this point, using something like a Steam Deck and navigating through your controller on this user interface that Valve provided on top of a Linux distribution was by and large the cleanest way for me to ever convince somebody to start PC gaming. One of my close friends who is not a PC gamer actually ended up buying one of these Steam Decks, and for him, he doesn't consider it PC gaming. He just presses the power button on a Steam Deck, finds the video game literally like through the touch interface, taps it, hits the green play button, and boom, they can play a PC game cleaner than they ever would by default on a Windows system. If Microsoft is fixing this whole thing up and providing benefits like Auto SR, which means these handheld devices get a bit cleaner picture out of them because of AI assistance, that is some cool shit. That's
Oh
the
yeah, it's
kind of
definitely
direction
good.
that a company like Microsoft needs to ultimately head for.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Big thing in their direction, and honestly, I can see that there's serious desperation coming into their voices because if you haven't been following, and if you followed my channel for the last 2 years, I don't know how you can't see companies like Microsoft absolutely tarnishing their entire brand in a very short amount of time. I think a lot of this desperation has really just spun out from the fact that when it comes to the laptop industry, Apple has been fucking killing it with the MacBooks.
Yeah, they have done pretty well.
By providing a system that even if it's not as powerful on the spec sheet, using Mac OS compared to Windows and even Linux feels like you're 10 years ahead of like, whole other systems.
You also got to remember Mac OS is designed for Macs. Macs that make their own hardware for the most part, so it's easy for Mac OS to be optimized. Windows and Linux both have the same problem with that department because they both run on different hardware configurations. So it's going to be hard to be perfect on every single system. But something they need to do though.
Because it's just substantially snappier, substantially faster, and substantially more optimized in comparison to their competition. When I
Yes.
think people use Linux laptops or install Linux to their computers, a lot of people who are kind of new to this side sort of see an operating system that runs snappier simply by virtue of the fact that it is by nature designed to be much more snappier. Things run much more natively. There's less bloat to worry about. Being somebody that is a Linux user, the one thing that I never ever do when installing any distribution is worry about bloat. Even the most bloated Linux distribution that you can find is substantially cleaner than a standard Windows 11 installation.
Oh, that's
One
sad.
of the big things reported here too is apparently gaming being this big priority, which obviously I think is one of the reasons why Microsoft Windows is still heavily used by a lot of people in our camp because it does give you that 100% compatibility. And what I find interesting, and again, this would be
I don't know if you see the bullet point at the top. Under it says for a limited time only, get a Windows 10 11 Pro license for $10. Goodness gracious.
big deal if Microsoft would even admit this is they want to target parity with SteamOS performance, which is kind of funny when you think about it, right? Like SteamOS for the most part is trying to emulate Windows or at least use a compatibility layer like Proton to match Windows. So it'd be interesting that they want to somehow reach that parity, which is funny that you're talking about an operating system that effectively is running most of its popular games through a translation layer. But it is actually kind of true, right? The people that have done sort of the benchmarking research into this as well have shown that on the same handheld hardware, for instance, like these Lenovo Legion Go's, you can see that in certain games like Returnal, for instance, are playable at above 33 frames per second on average. Whereas if you play this on Windows, whether it be with a specific set of drivers or not, is not even crossing the 30 frame rate average. And in some cases, the difference may actually be more beneficial for Windows, but it is just an interesting avenue to see, right? Because Linux is far less bloated and much more optimized than Windows, it does give a general performance increase. And again, this would be a huge deal for Microsoft if they can match Linux. And I think the only way they can really do that is by debloating their system to the point where, again, it's not running unnecessary services, unnecessary AI, unless...
Yeah, it doesn't need all the crap that they have with it.
They can probably open up the control panel and tick those things on, as they already can do right now. The only way for a lot of Microsoft to succeed right now, if they want this K2 project to even be a success, they need to, A, make sure that people have control of their systems, meaning that no requirement for 100% internet connectivity. Like, we should be allowed to make local Windows accounts.
Yeah.
We should be allowed to absolutely install whatever it is that we need, make a snappy baseline installation that is perfect for people that are gamers. And if you're somebody that wants things like artificial intelligence or bloat, then do what the Linux community does, where at the time of install, just ask the user, do you want every fucking application under the sun that we recommend, or do you just want a basic installation? I think Microsoft is on a great track to fix things up here. I think they...
Isn't that funny? They started fixing up the Xbox, now they're going for the Windows, so it looks like they've got a lot of work.
Make things amazing. I think, with competition and with enough effort, they can get rid of the dirty Microslop like fucking word that they have attached to them. But it's going to take a lot more than Microsoft saying we're going to do things we need to actually start seeing these things come out, because the only thing that's come out from Microsoft is a whole bunch of AI bloated bullshit that I looked at on my channel. Until and unless they actually debloat the system and release a ISO file that you can install that is actually lighter, actually more performant, I don't think anybody should be looking at this with like just all hopes up there. Microsoft has had a history of inshitifying their system literally for the last 4 years. Honestly, ever since Windows 11 dropped. For them to finally take the hint, and I think this is all happening literally because of actual serious competition. You know, the
Definitely.
only way that Linux could ever beat Microsoft in the mainstream desktop side is if they make it as one to one easy as they can to use, meaning that every game that is playable on Windows works one to one on Linux with all the anti cheats and all the bells and whistles out there. When it comes to video game modding, Linux needs to be as easy, almost as frictionless. And when it comes to things like software that people use for a professional line, like CAD software, video editing stuff,
Yep.
anything professional
Adobe.
work related, that needs to work one to one out. If you can hit those three targets, people's excuses
Yeah, I don't
for
think
slacking
Linux will
on
be able to do
Microsoft
that.
Windows absolutely
Or
diminish.
Unix, I should
And I
say.
think that Microsoft kind of sees that writing on the wall. I think that even they know that if these pillars, which don't really seem all that mega surmountable, can be bypassed, if a lot of these things can be addressed on the Penguin side, then people might consider actually leaving the ecosystem. And it
Yep.
doesn't even have to be that they install something from like Valve. I'm not saying that you just jump to the other billion-dollar corporation, but when the free and open source side starts to match what you're doing and starts to beat you in a lot of metrics, it's a pretty bad situation. One
Of
thing to really
course.
tie off with even with these handheld systems, just to give you a quick idea, when you install Windows into like something like a Steam Deck or a Legion Go or any of these other handhelds, power consumption just on a baseline goes higher. You know,
Yep.
it's crazy when the battery life, the base battery life on a device increases just because you switch the operating system out there. I think that baseline alone is something that Microsoft has already started to see. And, you know, if you don't address it, you're going to end up losing it. Ladies and gentlemen, do I have any faith in Microsoft? Not really, but it's interesting to see how desperate that they've become, that entire initiatives have been launched because they've actually been losing a lot of goodwill now that people who have shown up, like Valve, have actually provided competition. You know, it's funny that fucking 10 years ago, when the first Steam boxes came out, well, Valve was laughed out of the room because while their heart was kind of in the right place, because they were threatened by Microsoft initially. I mean, remember, the history of the Steam operating system is because back then Microsoft kind of showed that they could limit access for third parties onto their systems. Valve was smart enough to realize, yeah, from a business perspective, it's not cool that we're installing on every other system. They ended up basically working on their own operating system, and now their own operating system, even if Microsoft shut them out today, they personally wouldn't really be affected all that much. Microsoft would get a whole lot of bad PR, and people might consider switching over to a free and open source system if it meant that they actually had full control of their system. But anyways, ramble aside, ladies and gentlemen, Windows K2.
Yeah, I've got to see what happens there. I mean, there's a lot to go. I mean, while we're doing that, guys, I'm going to go to the toilet. I've got to go to the toilet again for the third time. Okay, what else is there to talk about? We'll work something out, guys, for the next part of it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right, I got my next item, guys. Not everything I will do will be recorded, but a lot of it will be. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go to the toilet because I really got to go. sorry guys, I had to go to the toilet badly. Okay, so something I want to see this. Something from the WAM show, sorry. So it's from Linux Tech Tips, if I'm correct. So it's something about YouTube. So I want to watch this one and probably this one, and then I'll finish up. So we'll probably put these two videos together, so it's just easy to, do. So yeah, let's do it. Man, I can't believe I was in the toilet for like 10, nearly 15 minutes. It's crazy, guys. Never used to have that problem. Now I go to the toilet so regularly because of the body exercising and shit I'm doing now. The running around and all that is starting to kick in.
YouTube
Oh, let's get
is
started. Let's see what
opening
they've got
up
to
its
say.
AI-powered likeness detection tool to all of Hollywood. Actors, musicians, athletes, and the talent agencies and management companies that represent them will be able to use this tool that works kind of like Content ID, except for faces, scanning the platform for AI-generated deepfakes of enrolled individuals and then letting them review and request
Okay, so this is what they're talking about. AI on YouTube, I think. So they're trying to like cramp down the AI fakeness.
removal. It is free, opt-in, and works even if the person doesn't have a YouTube channel. The tool's been in a phased rollout since actually late 2024, starting with CAA
Damn.
clients and then expanding to about 5,000 creators last fall, then to politicians and to journalists in March. The entertainment industry is the biggest expansion yet, with CAA, UTA, WME, and Untitled Management already on board. YouTube says that enrollment data is only used for detection and is not used to train Google's AI models. Flag videos are reviewed individually, and content that falls under parody, satire, or commentary may stay up. The expansion comes after the Sora launch last fall flooded the internet with deepfakes of celebrities and dead public figures, making the need for this kind of tool kind of
Needed, yeah, definitely needed.
Against.
It's cool that YouTube's doing it. That's sweet and for free. That's awesome.
YouTube is not perfect. I call them out in public and in private on a pretty regular basis.
Yes, you do.
However, let's look at all the other large video platforms.
This is I know I've said it on WAN Show before, but this is what I keep going back to.
TikTok, Meta. Dude, relatively speaking,
Mm.
they've been
for a company to be on top as well for as long as not only around, but as big and on top for as long as they have been. I am very surprised. They don't seem way worse and way more corrupt than they are.
think about how often big tech changes the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Oh, yes, they
With
do.
users-
Constantly.
With users, I think there's a pretty strong argument to be made that they have changed the deal in pretty
Yeah, they
substantial ways.
have.
Some of those changes, in my opinion, come with the reality of just not being like VC funded anymore and needing
Yep.
to run a profitable business model. I can't blame them for that. You got to eat. But in terms of the way that they've engaged with the creators on their platform, the ones who give it the value, the way that they have consistently stuck with that profit share model is nuts.
Yeah.
Literally, even seeing how the model works, whether we're talking Vine, whether we're talking TikTok or Meta,
Yep.
no matter who it is, even seeing that obvious playbook that has worked so well, YouTube call it a flywheel, right? The flywheel spins. The creators create amazing content, which benefits YouTube, which makes money, which goes to creators who spend it on content, who make better content. That flywheel that YouTube relies on to continue elevating the level of content on it and attracting creators to it. It's in public. It's plain for everyone to see. And nobody else can just... They can't do it. They can't take out their wallet and just share
Which is
the revenue.
kind of funny because
Yeah.
by many accounts, it's like actually cheaper and easier than doing something like Netflix where you have to make the content yourself. But just no one else will do it. But I still maintain like YouTube is really cool considering what it could be. And there's some stuff that sucks. I'm still salty about the dislike button and shorts have been very frustrating for me. Although I do have an interesting update. I heard on the Open Source Creator Discord, a few people got access to the app update and it does what we were hoping it would do. When you set your shorts limit to 0 minutes, it removes shorts entirely from your like main page. But if you go to a creator, you can still find the shorts. And that is completely fine in my mind. I still don't like that if you do manually go find some shorts, it's incredibly easy to bypass your 0 minute limit. But the fact that it kind of removes it from there is cool. And
I got it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay, so I have it now. Shorts feed limit 0 minutes. So
You might need to
I'm
restart the
gonna
app.
close the app
Yeah.
and then I'll log into my account. Actually, no, I'll stay on the LTT account, I guess.
I saw shorts.
Okay,
I
so
see
wait,
shorts.
Yeah, I see shorts immediately. No,
They're gone.
they're gone.
Wait, scroll down.
No, that's playlit. Oh wait, YouTube playables. Oh, for crying out loud! Can I get rid of these? Not interested. Okay.
Yep, looks like it's gone, dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no shorts.
Holy bananas!
Sweet.
Top news.
Ah, cool, works.
Holy bananas, dude.
Yeah, so it's just
That's
content.
crazy.
No shorts.
Also, this is a quality recommendation.
You're gonna get
What are you playing?
How is that? How is that in my recommendations right now?
fantastic.
Um,
Yeah.
that's a
Was that
throwback
the, was
for
that
sure.
the work account?
Yeah,
Someone's
I
looking
think
up the Das Boot beer song.
so. Amazing, amazing. That19.com.
Is that 19 still around?
I have no idea.
So where is it under? Shorts,
No,
I think
no.
it's under. So it's under settings, I'm
Yes.
assuming.
All right, let's see what's on That19. Oh, okay.
It feels like the same stuff though.
This is literally like I think they made the video about this.
Stop
5-pound gummy
loading
bear over 10
shorts,
years ago.
god damn ya.
Yeah. Honestly, I saw the gummy bear and then I saw the micro magnets and I was like, nothing has changed.
Dude. I mean, look.
Why would you?
Hold on a second. Oh, get out of here. Look,
Share.
listen,
Ah,
I didn't have
enable.
mathematician, but let me tell you this
No,
times
How much is it?
Nope.
$57.09.
don't have it in mine yet.
Woo! In gummy bears, dude. Let's go.
$5.7 million of gummy. We're in the wrong business, sir.
You should be making gummy bears. Make some
Yeah, I
good gummy
noticed.
bears. Do it that way.
That is wild.
Okay, so YouTube's definitely doing better in that
It's interesting,
department.
They put like a purchase counter on it. Seems like every product.
That
It's
is
not just
interesting.
it's not just key ones. Rubber chicken pen. That seems.
Oh
like
god.
dancing. Okay. Well, yeah, that's definitely a site that still exists. Supersized playground ball with unmatched durability.
No
It can
purchase
handle-
count on this one.
It can handle a little. Oh, this is new. This is in their new
Oh.
tab.
I see.
Okay. Catching a ball with the world's largest glove. All right, man. Internet, you've really gotten to be a thing, haven't you?
Alright, that was kind of cool. So that's something nice. Up now, some drama, I think. If I can find it. God damn it, where is it? Where will I put it? Down here? If I can't find it, I can't find it. I'll just move on. Oh yeah, this one. So yeah, there's some information. It's from Review Tech USA. Not the greatest content creator, but it's gonna give me a bit of information. So
I'm gonna come.
I really don't want to listen to that.
It's full shameless plugs. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, Review Tech USA, and leave a like and a comment. It helps out in the algorithm. I hope.
Oh, so he's changed. He's gone back to what he used to do. So what happened with him is he deleted a channel, which was basically the same one with the same name, except for it didn't have the 2 at the end. So he's gone back to doing what he used to do. I think. I could be wrong. I mean, yeah, it looks like he's gone back to doing what he used to do. How far back is he going? Oh no. Okay, no. It looks like it's been here for a long time. So I think it might be a clip from his stream, or he got his channel back, which I don't think so, because there's no way it's the case, because he's only Oh, who cares? We're going to watch what he said. Oopsie. Yeah.
Upload content on a daily basis, and I stream on a fairly regular basis as well. And tomorrow, I will be having a live stream celebrating the 10-year anniversary of DSP Gaming's May 1st, 2016 incident, where he had a robust self-love experience.
Yes, we don't need to.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
Don't worry,
No,
watch
no.
that.
Hello.
Fucking weirdo.
Lost.
That will be taking place here tomorrow.
That is
on this
weird,
channel at
guys.
1
That is
PM
just weird. I don't
Eastern
care what
Daylight
anyone
Time.
says.
I'll have a link to that live.
I don't know what's weirder, the fact that he done that on the stream, or the fact that this guy is actually doing a anniversary on it. I don't know which one's more weird.
live stream that's scheduled below in the
But
description.
either
in the
way,
top
who
pinned
cares?
Comment. Also, I am now multi-streaming on both Twitch and soon Kick. I'll have links to my Twitch and Kick channels below in
Okay,
the
yep.
description as well, and also in the top pinned comment.
Yeah, a lot of
I've been
people
talking
multi-stream
about
now,
this
guys.
insane
That's a
issue
thing.
That's really had a lot of confusion surrounding it, where PlayStation games that were
Oh.
purchased after March 2026 had incorporated DRM. You even had YouTubers
Yeah,
like
it's been a
Noe
big
Media that
thing,
could attest
guys.
with his PlayStation 5, he removed the CMOS battery, and games that he purchased after March, they weren't part of PlayStation Plus. He purchased them digitally to quote unquote own. Once the battery was taken out and there was no internal clock on his console, he couldn't play the games that he purchased. Now, there has been a lot of confusion and speculation around this. There are some people that said that this was a mistake. Sony didn't mean to implement this DRM when they pushed through this new update, and this is all just a mistake, so there's nothing to worry about. Then there's other people that said that, yeah, I have insider information that this is the new future. This is what it's going to be, where if you purchase a game through PSN, it's going to have DRM incorporated into it. There's even someone who hit up PlayStation support and they said the same thing. So if you're thinking, well, PlayStation support, this is what I thought. If they're officially announcing that games here on out that you purchase digitally are going to have DRM, well,
There is a bit
I
more
think
information on
Sony
that,
support
guys.
would know. Well, apparently, Sony came out with an announcement, and yeah, there is DRM in games, but it's only for a 30-day period once. And after that, there's no other requirements. You don't need to go on the internet once again to play the game that you purchased digitally, so long as it passes that 1 to 30-day check. This is the official statement that Sony gave to GameSpot. It's like really short.
Yeah, basically they're trying to do this to stop for a handful of people of what they'll do is they'll get on it and then they'll buy a new game and they'll call up Sony and try to get the that 14-day money refund or something. So they'll make sure the console goes offline before they do the call, obviously. So they still got the game on the console. They get the money back from Sony. And yeah, they make them, and then they can go back online, and yeah, they still have the game, but they got the money back from Sony, so therefore they get basically stealing. What they're doing is to do this because I think the refund's only like 14 days or something, maybe 30 days. I'm not too sure. So to make sure that people stop doing that, is they make sure that there's they're still legally connected. So I believe when they do what they'll do now is when they when you get a refund, I believe the refund will cancel it, which means once the 3 days run out, that's it. You lose the game permanently.
Players can continue
Unless
to
you buy
access
it.
and play their purchase games as usual. A one-time online check is required to confirm the game's
Yes.
license, after which no further check-ins are required. And that's it. What this ties into is that there is a 30-day return period, even though it's next to impossible to return games you purchase digitally through PSN. And I guess they're trying to cover their asses with that. So if anyone
Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say,
in
yeah.
terms of trying to pirate the game or Lord knows what else, or they have a jailbroken PlayStation 5, which that is somewhat of a thing now. This is to keep those people who may be doing that from pirating games, supposedly. All right, so this isn't the worst ending that we could have had with this. Sony could have just came out and said, look, yeah, if you purchase a game after March 2026, there's going to be 30-day check-ins for DRM. Deal with it. And that's it. And they could have just walked away and it would have been an absolute nightmare. But this isn't great, but it's far less severe than them having a continual 1-month check-in like everybody.
Definitely,
including
it's
me,
just the one
feared.
thing.
Do you
It's just
see
the
when
one
it comes
time.
to digital distribution and cloud gaming, how easily they could take away your ownership of games? Just look at what happened with Amazon Luna. That's their cloud gaming service. This
Yep.
started in April 10th, 2026, where they're going to be removing access to third-party stores like GOG, Ubisoft, EA, and will remove previously purchased titles from Luna after June 10th, 2026. And if you were only playing your games via the cloud on the Luna platform and you don't have a gaming PC, because Amazon's going to let you play those games on either Ubisoft's launcher or GOG's launcher, but if you don't have another way besides Luna to play those games, that's it. You're going to lose access to them, and Amazon is not going to give refunds. That is the future of cloud gaming, cloud computing, and digital distribution. I love getting games digitally. I think it's very convenient, but we're seeing here what the fundamental problem is with cloud gaming, digital distribution, and cloud computing is that you don't own anything. I always bring
Yeah.
this up, and you could say that I sound like a boomer, but if you go out and buy a Super Nintendo game right now for the Super Nintendo, which came out in 1991, I'm sure most of you know. But anyway,
Yeah.
you own that game. You have a copy of Super Mario World, you own that game. You have a copy of Final Fight, you own that game. You don't
Yeah, it's not technically true, but yeah. Well, I used to go to uni, guys. Just because you got the thing, you got it doesn't mean you technically own it. It's a very thing. It's a thing, but they at least can't take it away from you, if you know what I mean. They can't, deactivate it or anything.
need to do a 30-day DRM check-in. You don't have to
Yeah,
worry about if someone's
exactly.
going to take away access to those games because you're playing them via the cloud. Once again, Amazon Luna. Back in those days, it was actual ownership, and things really didn't change. Where if you went out and purchased a game, that was your game. That
Mhm.
didn't flip until the 8th generation. If you remember, Microsoft initially was going to require you to be
Mm.
always online with the Xbox One to play your games. They were going to have DRM
Yeah, I
all the
remember.
time.
I
They were
remember.
even going to do that weird thing, like if you wanted to trade in a game at GameStop, they were going to have like select partners, and you
Yep.
had to go through this whole process. But before that, you bought a game for your 360 and PS3 or earlier consoles, PS2, original Xbox, GameCube, you name it. When you bought a game, it was
You
yours.
yeah, you
Maybe
basically owned
on
it.
the Xbox 360, you would get an occasional update, which was super fast to download and patch. But that was it. The PS3, their updates kind of suck. But my point being is that when you bought a damn disc, that game was yours, or a cartridge, depending on the platform. But you get my point. And now, as we're seeing with the AI data center memory crisis, crunch, whatever you want to call it, where memory prices and RAM prices and PC component prices are skyrocketing, you have these tech oligarchs like Jeff Bezos coming out and saying that, yeah, people having individual computing power and actual PC with a GPU and CPU and all that in their homes, that's antiquated. It's kind of like how before there were electrical companies, people used to have their own generators. It just is antiquated and it doesn't make sense. Which, okay, Jeff Bezos, you're talking about how if people had their own individual generators in each one of their homes, it wouldn't make sense and would be antiquated. Hear you on that. But what about this, though? What happens when you pay a bill to an electric company? You have these electric companies that send power to people's homes.
Yeah.
And because there's no competition for the electric company in your area and they just want to raise prices by $500 a month because
Mhm.
of whatever excuse they give, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you can't pay that bill, guess that sucks for you. You guess you're going to be without electricity. So we're going into this future where we're not going to have options and we're going to be cornered and forced to pay the prices these
Oh,
companies
I
want us to
definitely
pay
agree. I
because we have
definitely
no
agree.
choice to
I
go anywhere else. And on top of it too, perfect example, I brought this up before. If you buy a PC, even if it's not a top end PC, you could buy a PC for $1,000, okay, or build
Yep.
a PC for $1,000, and that computer, depending on what you do, could last you at least half a decade. You don't have to sign up for any service to get your compute power or GPU power. If you're doing
Mhm.
video editing or any kind of other productivity tasks, you have it right next to your desk and you don't have to pay any monthly fee to have
Yep.
access to the compute power that's right next to your desk. What do you think will happen if we go into a future where no one has actual local compute power? You're going to have to pay a monthly fee for the rest of your life to have access to the compute power you need so you could do your work. And they know that. And if component prices are too expensive for you and you can't afford your own computer, you're going to have no choice but to sign up for one of these services. And they know this. And these companies like Amazon and Google, pick another company too, they want you to be beholden to them because you will be a constant stream of revenue if you have no other choices. They want to take away your options and make sure you own absolutely nothing from software to hardware. And that is the route we're going down. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out.
All right, I
See you
think he's
tomorrow for the
completely right,
10-year
guys. Normally, I wouldn't agree with a lot of things he says, but it's actually quite. Yeah, he's right. I don't disagree with him, actually. There's nothing there I really disagree with him. All right. It's been about an hour, guys. I'm exhausted. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I'm tired. Oh. Yeah, I want to watch that. Bracket, it's only 11 minutes, so not too fast. Let's watch that one too. Like I said, there's a lot of gaming news going on, guys, so that's why I focus more on that. I mean, if I had more energy, I'd probably stream longer. I just don't have it. I need a fatigueness. I need to sleep.
Hey, what's already? Welcome back to News Dose, and we finally got an official response from Sony regarding the DRM 30-day check-in fiasco that fans have been freaking out about. Now, I'm actually surprised that Sony gave us a response, but we're running in all of that today, as well as an update for Xbox exclusivity, because I think the data is starting to tell us a very alarming story. Despite chatter that Xbox needs multi-platform to survive, the brand has actually been plummeting since they first shifted over to multi-platform. The question for that, is that a coincidence, or is
Actually,
there
my mate,
a
I trust
connection?
it.
First, though, I do want to thank my supporters on Patreon and on YouTube memberships. Thank you just so much for what you do, and you will receive this video through early access.
Yay! I
Let's
gotta
go
do this
starting off with
myself,
a couple of
guys.
leaks from the infamous rating boards. I mean, who would have guessed?
Yeah, so the last three videos are mostly all game related, so that's okay. At least that's things you to put up. So I'll probably have one video for tomorrow morning and one for the day after.
Rating boards just leak everything.
And maybe
that
do
now
something
includes
else as
Pulse
well.
Eternia and also
So I do want to
Dragon
get back
Quest
into it.
11 for the Nintendo Switch 2. Of course, Dragon Quest 11 is already available on the Switch 1, but a meaningful Switch 2 upgrade would do this game a lot of justice. It is
Probably.
widely considered one of the best traditional JRPGs of the last decade, and it's also a perfect fit for a handheld device. In fact, if you think about how popular Dragon Quest is in Japan specifically, this could actually end up being a sneaky system seller.
Oh
for
god,
them.
gambling,
Might very well be
gambling.
used for the Switch 2 in Japan specifically if and when it drops for the Switch 2. Now, as for Tales of Eternia, Bandai Namco has been on a mission to remaster the Tales of series, but up to this point, it's been very random. I mean, their last remaster was Tales of Berseria, which isn't even all that old, but Tales of Eternia is a lot different. It's actually known as Tales of Destiny in the United States, and it first appeared statewide for the original PlayStation back in 2001,
Damn,
which is
it's a
kind of
while.
strange in its own right. For those that know their gaming history, you might have already realized that this was after the launch for the PlayStation 2, which ended up being the best-selling console of all time.
Of
More or less,
course,
it will
yep.
be a brand new title for a lot of people, and that's something that always excites me about remasters. It gives fans the chance to experience great games that they may have otherwise missed. Nonetheless, though, I'll keep an eye out for a more official announcement for both
Ooh,
of these games,
ooh,
and
muscle.
if and when it happens, of course,
That's
I'll keep
weird.
you posted. Now, we're also once again hearing about Injustice 3. I know a lot of people really love this series. And
Yeah,
that's
I don't
why
really
it's
care about
in the
Injustice
universe. But
or
there has been some
Injustice or
back
what
and
it's
forth on
called.
whether or not it'll ever end up happening. I mean, it's been nearly 10 years since the last game, and Warner Brothers Studios has definitely gone through some turmoil here in recent years. But MP First discovered that an artist that's currently working at Warner Brothers listed several projects on their resume, including both Hogwarts Legacy 2 and Injustice 3. Now, of course, Hogwarts Legacy 2 has already been confirmed by Warner Brothers themselves, but Injustice 3, on the other hand, that's a different story. It's been more rumors and speculation than anything else, so to see a mention of it on somebody's resume definitely adds some credence to those earlier rumors. Now, at the same time, you do have to kind of keep in mind that this is not necessarily a confirmation. We have seen resumes in the past that never amounted to anything, and maybe that's because of cancellations or something else. It's hard to tell, and I'm not trying to say that that's happened, but what I am trying to say is that we still need an official confirmation. Either which way, though, let me know what you all think about this rumor in the comments below. If Injustice 3 were to happen, would you be excited, or would you prefer NetherRealm to move straight into the next Mortal Kombat game? All right, now let's just go into our big story of the day, and that is in regards to Xbox exclusivity.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
Conversation and
I think they're going back to it.
Exclusive strategy pretty much ever since Ashish Sharma took over as the new Xbox CEO. She did kind of tease that they are going to consider the return of exclusives, and she has also since confirmed that. They are, in fact, having internal discussions as we speak, and as I've already pointed out, I don't think that her decision is as straightforward as some people thinks that it is. I have seen some people online claim that it will be impossible for Xbox to return to exclusivity because they're making far too much money on PlayStation, which I completely disagree with. Yes, Forza Horizon 5 and Sea of Thieves have done very well on the PlayStation 5, but outside of those two games, here's the rest of their lineup. A lot of their games haven't exactly pushed major numbers on the PS5, and while yes, these are still extra units sold, the question still remains. Do those extra units sold justify the damage that they've done to their brand?
Probably
You
not.
have to remember that a console maker
I mean,
makes
Forza is
so
one
much more
thing,
money
but
beyond just their first-party games alone. They also make
I
money
think
off
Sea of
third-party
Thieves
games
probably
as
could
well,
be done on
with
it
DLC,
because of the nature of the game.
subscriptions, and so on and so forth.
But
Their
this one and
success of
anything else,
third-party
yeah,
games is not entirely
it depends on the
just based
game.
units sold. Their success
As
is
long as
also
it's not a
measured
first-party
by
one,
how many
which
people they've gotten into their
I think
ecosystem
for
and how many
Sea of Thieves
customers
is.
they've helped retain as well because of them. Exclusives as a business
But it's
model
a
is
MMO type of
customers
game,
into
so
a
it doesn't really
ecosystem
matter.
so
This
they
is
can
not
make more
MMO.
money off
Exactly.
of return customers. So I think some people are viewing this discussion a little bit too short-sighted. I mean, for that matter, if you look at Xbox's best-selling PlayStation 5 games, they're both games that had been out for years and years before they made their way to the PlayStation 5. So this idea that Xbox needs to put their games onto PlayStation day one
I don't think they
also
do.
doesn't ring true. I think there's actually a very real possibility that Ashish Sharma will notice that trend and decide to keep Xbox games exclusive for at least 3+ years. I wouldn't be shocked at all if that ends up being her conclusion. But nonetheless, we got even more data today from two different sources. One from Microsoft themselves, because they just revealed yet another down quarter for the Xbox brand. Xbox gaming revenue was down by 7%, Xbox content and services revenue was also down by 5%, and Xbox hardware was down by 33%.
Ouch! Yeah, that's gone down because of the
If you look at the numbers, ever since their announcement that they are going to shift to multi-platform back in 2024, they have declined every single quarter from that point forward. Now, to be completely fair, the previous year they were also down as well. But before that, they were actually doing fairly well. And I think that begs the question. If their multi-platform strategy is so good, like some people want to make you believe, then why are they declining? Wasn't that supposed to be the move that saves Xbox? Because it certainly doesn't come off that way. Instead, it appears as if Xbox fans have been moving elsewhere. So, okay, they've sold some units on PlayStation, but they've also lost revenue on their own ecosystem.
Yeah.
That doesn't exactly seem like a winning formula to me. And it's why I keep saying that I'm not a fan of this strategy. I gave them an opportunity to prove me wrong. But my motto, and you all know this very well, has always been very clear. I believe in competition. I believe competition breeds excellence. And exclusives, from my point of view, are a part of that. Without exclusive,
Yeah, I
you
didn't
any
think
licensed
exclusive
titles,
mattered that much,
you
but I'm
lose a
completely
big
wrong in
reason
that
to buy
statement.
into a console. And you lose a big
So
reason
now I
to
see how
play
important
for
they are.
generations. If they stay on this path of multi-platform, it is going to majorly impact their next
I
Xbox
think for
console.
some
And
games
in fact,
maybe, but
Supermassive
not
Christopher
definitely
Young
not for the
just
majority of
revealed this
theirs.
on a recent resume, and guess what was the number one reason that customers decided to buy a specific console? If you guessed it was because of exclusives, then you guessed right. 41% mentioned exclusivity. Now, 38% mentioned that they choose their console based on where their friends and family play, but that also connects to the 41% that chose exclusives. Because if the majority of consumers are choosing PlayStation because of exclusives, then hey, that 38% could very well be followers. So there's the leaders that are
Yeah, so
choosing
that's
a console because of exclusives, and
70,
there's the followers that choose to
39%.
follow the people that chose to play on a console because of exclusives. Just kind of put two and two together.
Yeah,
So I
it's
think
like
this is a
79%.
very clear picture. Xbox needs exclusives, and I think the more Asha Sharma digs into the data, she will see that as well.
Oh,
Now, I don't
definitely.
know, for
She's not an
example,
idiot.
voting for permanent exclusives. My vote is for that, but again, I think long-term timed exclusives could be on the table, but we'll see what happens. Now, one more thing before we go, though, because PlayStation finally gave a response for the recent DRM debacle. Now, I'm actually surprised they gave us a response because, as I said yesterday, I feel like they really wanted to keep this entire thing on the down low. And that's not because they were trying to sneak in some terrible version of DRM. Rather, there have been rumors that this temporary DRM policy was put in place to counteract an exploit where customers were taking advantage of their 14-day refund window.
Oh, so it is
Basically,
14 days. Okay.
Customers were buying digital games, then they would ask for a refund, but they would take their system offline, which would in return let them keep playing the game. And I think Sony's response kind of confirms that. They said, quote unquote, that players can continue to access and play their purchased games as usual. A one-time online check is required to confirm the game's license, after which no further check-ins are required. So there it is. It is, after
That's
all,
what I
a
thought.
temporary DRM. So what I'll say to that is that I don't think that this story has been a nothing burger. I've seen some people call it that, which I disagree with, because this is another reason why some people are concerned about digital games versus physical. But I also don't think that it's as bad as some people.
Oh,
think it has
definitely
been.
not as bad.
At the end of the day, I would like to see Sony handle this issue in a better way, but if anything else, the
It is what it
reaction
is.
online has definitely put pressure on the
All right,
developers
that's it,
of
guys.
this
I'm
response, and
finishing
I think
up
that's
for
pretty
today.
cool.
I'm
But
done. So we did it right today. I mean, we did an hour and 15 minutes, so an hour and 20 minutes. Most of it I wanted to do, I've done. So, not all of it, but yeah, I'm going to go outside, guys, and do some laundering and shit like that. I might be on my other channel tonight. Maybe. I don't know yet. Depends how I feel. On that note, guys, cheers. I'm out of here. And for the streamers, I'm gone too.